Big up everyone. This is your host Elias, and I'm joined by the YouTube royalty, Stefan, and he the Arsenal YouTube royalty, the most optimist Arsenal fan that I've ever met. So
Okay.
yeah, Arsenal nil, City nil, one of the most crucial games in terms of the title race. Which turned out to be, according to many fans, like one of the most boring games that they have watched. Like as I'm looking at the chats and everything, some people are saying that that's one of the most boring games they have watched. Even some Arsenal fans were saying that yeah, that was haram football and all that. We will dissect the games a bit more later on, but I would like to hear from you, Stefan. What are your general thoughts on it? Like, do you agree with the fact that this is one of the worst Arsenal performances,
I mean,
or do are you as usual a bit more positive about it? Let me know what your thoughts on it.
no, I'm not. In terms of did I want us to win? Yes, but again, Arsenal fans are, to put it bluntly, fucking idiots. The fact that Arsenal fans are annoyed that we got a point at City when Klopp has never won there, in terms of like as if like us winning at City is like some like easy some stroll in the park that every team does it. It's not. Did we play amazing today? No. But did City play well? No. We had more shots on target than them. So in terms of from the perspective of the game, like I told you, Elias, I told you the game is not gonna be. I remember some of the people in the chat were predicting like 4-2, 3-2. I was like, guys, it's either gonna be a 1-0 or it's gonna be a nil. It's gonna be a super kind of defensive game for both teams. They're both going to kind of it's gonna be like a chess game.
I won't say that it was super defensive from both sides. I mean, defensively, you guys were very good. I'm not gonna lie. I think I like the defense from Arsenal side, but City side, I think they were just not very clinical. Like I personally feel that the shot creation was there, but then definitely
No, there was no
not
shot creation. There
no
was
no
no shot.
initiative from their wingers.
We had more touches in the box than they did.
Yeah,
So
that's true. That's true.
they might have had more possession, but they did. But Arsenal, the way we nullified them was extremely impressive. City have not scored at their ground for the first time since October 2021. So
Hmm.
the fact that we have done this, and not only this is the third time in a row where we have completely nullified them. We have played 3 games against them this season, one that we have won on penalties, one that we beat them, and now one that we drew with them. We have the most points against Liverpool and City, which is 8
Hmm.
in those games, in those courts. So we have more points than either of them, like in terms of in that league table between the actual top three. So I don't understand how people can. Yeah, did I want us to win? I thought we had the best opportunities. We had a number
Yeah,
of
I was hearing it like you were saying that this game it really is one of your best opportunities to win at the Etihad.
I disagree. It's never a good in terms of yeah, that they have some key players
I thought
missing.
you
Yeah.
said that in the chat that today you can win at 1-0.
I
I mean,
I
you didn't
I,
say that it will
I
be an
believe yeah.
overwhelming win.
I honestly thought we would have won. We would win 1-0. And looking at the sequence of plays, if we had maybe just a little bit more quality in the final third, I think we would have won. Like that cross across the box to Gabriel Jesus, like
Mhm.
Trossard should have squared it in the 85th minute. We had some really good opportunities when we broke, but I just think our attacking players didn't play well. But so did City's attacking players were really poor. Did did Haaland even play? Because Salim.
He did, but definitely I feel he didn't
Yeah,
get the most support from the
and
wide
then and
players.
then
Like one of the
one of
players that I was commentating on earlier on in the watch
Mhm.
along as well, Jeremy Doku, like he's massively overhyped. That the guy's
I
finishing is
I've,
poor.
I've told you this. I have said this now for ages that I said that he might look good on the ball and he's exciting, but his end product is fucking shit. And today was further proof that he did nothing. Tomiyasu, I think he went past him in the first when Tomiyasu first came on, but then Tomiyasu completely nullified him. He took him out the game. So, in my opinion, I think it's only 2 points. Liverpool, they're not as good as Man City or Arsenal. You saw them today against Brighton. The amount of chances that they gave up again to to uh, to Brighton. So they're gonna have an off day, and when they do, Arsenal will take advantage. So, in my opinion, it's not the end of the road. I told you before, Elias. I would love for us to win, but we could not lose in this game. That was for me
Hmm.
the problem. We cannot lose. That's the most important thing. And to hear people like some of the Arsenal commentators saying that it's
You
small
can name names. I don't care. You can
no,
name
no, it's
names.
fine. It's fine, but it's small mentality and stuff and small
Who's the
mentality.
one who's saying that? Is it someone named TJ Warren?
Yeah, yeah, it's fucking embarrassing. Just looking for things to have an agenda. I'll tell TJ, go watch Liverpool versus Man City when Liverpool visit the Etihad. Go watch
So
that game.
do you think TJ is an agenda merchant?
Complete no, no, he's not an agenda merchant, but I think the fact that his show is called American Idiot is very, very suitable. Because some of the things I read.
Okay, you are now gonna get me down. Let's
It's
not go to
okay.
the
It's me. It's me.
xenophobic side.
It's not Elias's show. It's me. It's my opinion. But you should have seen some of the comments in the chat of that show. It was fucking embarrassing. Like, and then like some like Spurs fans are saying, "Oh, we got 3-3." Yeah, you got 3-3. City had
Big,
30 shots. They
big
could
up
have
any.
they should have been 3-4-0 up in the first half. Haaland missed an open goal. You were very fortunate to get 3-3. Like, let's be so. And like, then forget that. Just let's look at history. Go back to when like the big kind of title challengers played each other. Go back to when Arsenal Man U used to play each other. It was always like this. It was always a shit game. It was always a 0-0, a 1-0, a 1-1. It was never an open, end to end attacking game. It was never that. Even the old Liverpool Man City games. Go watch Liverpool Man City game 2-3 years ago when they were like challenging. It was always 0-0 or a 1-1. It was never a high risk kind of with like everybody going forward. So for me, it was. Did I think Arteta paid too much respect to City? Yeah, I thought maybe we could have had more kind of impetus going forward, but I thought defensively we complete. They had no hope at the end. Like you could tell
Oh, you
everything they
guys were
did.
good defensively. You guys were very
Like
good.
defensive,
And
Gabriel,
your marking was on point.
yeah,
I will give you guys for that.
Gabriel and Saliba completely. Gabriel again. Gabriel bullied Haaland today. He bullied him, and I rarely see that.
I think it was slightly evenly contested. Like Holland also was sort of like
No,
going at
but
him,
I've never
but
seen like
but the fact that he sort of avoided Holland to score a goal, that
you
shows a
Haaland.
lot.
I'm pretty sure if I check, I
Big
don't
up
think.
Australian Gunner.
Yeah, thanks to sure, but I'm pretty sure if I check, I don't think Haaland had a touch in the box, man. I don't think he had a touch in them. So this is the third game in a row where we completely nullify Haaland. We made Haaland obsolete in this game, and we have to commend Declan Rice. But I just want to point out: did you see Thomas Partey when he came on? Did you see what he did? There was one
Yeah, I wanna,
attack.
I wanna, I wanna, I wanna go there a bit as well.
Yeah,
Like, what are your thoughts now about and also all of you in the chats, let me know your thoughts as well. A lot of Arsenal fans have been saying that, and the Arsenal fan was doing the watch along with me earlier as well. He was saying to me that they wanted to see the midfield of Rice, Odegaard, and Partey.
Partey. Yeah.
What are your thoughts now today? Was it like the first time you guys saw this midfield, or I think it has happened before as well? And
No. No.
what do you make out of it?
Are you asking me,
Yeah,
Elias?
I'm asking everybody.
I,
Yeah,
I thought I thought Partey started slow in the first 10 minutes. It's normal. He's really rusty. He hasn't played for 5 months, I think. But you saw his quality in the last 10-15 minutes. There was one moment where he shimmied, tricked Haaland, and then progressed the ball and took out two players, took out their whole midfield, and then Odegaard played a through ball to Trossard, and it led to the chance from Trossard. That is what Partey. That is why I rave about how good Thomas Partey is on his day, and he showed in that one moment he created that attack. Even though Odegaard played the through ball, it was Partey passing and avoiding and evading pressure So I think I'm super excited. Of course, I'm excited. Partey is a quality. Partey improves our team. So if he can stay fit, which he really did look in the last 15 minutes, he looked like he was at the actual pace of the game. I'm really excited, man. I honestly, I'm gonna predict this from now. Looking at the way we defend, I don't think we're gonna lose another game. I'm being honest. We we,
Okay,
we might draw
there's a
some games.
slightly out of topic comment from a Liverpool fan
No,
here. I
no.
mean, Kulu played
You,
better on the left wing this season for Tottenham Spurs this season. Kulu at right wing is not helped Tottenham Spurs win game. Actually, has Kulu ever played on the left wing?
yeah.
I'm just wondering. Like,
I
I
don't
can't.
ever remember Kulu playing left wing. I
Yeah, like
remember
that's
playing.
what Andy.
No, no, no.
Andy, if you can just give me a bit of context to that, that would help.
No, no, wait. I remember he played left wing back. I think once or twice, didn't he? Did he play
Left
left
wing
wing
back. No, no,
back
no. He
a
played
couple of
right wing
times?
back. Right
Oh,
wing
right
back,
wing
no,
back.
not left.
But so yeah, just going back to my match reaction, I'm content. We needed a draw is more suitable for us than City. So they didn't beat us. They haven't beaten us all season. So yeah, I'm happy, man. It's not the end of the world.
Apparently, your ladies have beaten Chelsea today, and that's like also one of the crucial games in the Arsenal in the title race of WSL. Do you know that?
No, it's not. No, it's basically the League Cup for Arsenal women. So Arsenal have won.
Oh,
Have won. It's called the Conti Cup. Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's yeah, it's great news. The Arsenal women are always they've always been a top team in their league. So yeah,
I
but
see.
no, let's see. I'm excited. I want to see. I think we're gonna when Bayern come to the Emirates, I think we're gonna beat them easily. I really do. I watched them against Dortmund. They were terrible. They were terrible. So I just if they come and they defend like this against us at the Emirates, I think we're gonna put two or three past them. So I'm excited. I am. I just want to say in the match itself, I was disappointed by our attacking players. I thought Saka didn't look fit. I thought he really wasn't.
Yeah, he looked a bit off. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
he wasn't at the races today. But you know what? Odegaard also didn't have the best of games. I thought Havertz was by far our best attacker, like the best of a bad bunch, if you could say, because he really was winning headers and and setting up stuff and pressing well. But there's one thing I have to say though. They worked their asses off. Odegaard and Saka track back. Odegaard was pressing really well. He won the ball a number of times. So for me, it's I just love the mentality of this team that even though we're not having the best of games, they're always going to put 100% in. So for me, that's a good sign. So yeah, the match wasn't like there wasn't that much to actually talk about. I think City had one big chance, I would say, which was from the corner kick in the first
Yep.
half, the Ake chance.
And
Um,
then the Doku missed like two
no,
opportunities. I was not to say
Doku,
opportunity, but then he could have actually made a pass there rather than trying to score
Doku's
himself.
was the ball was swinging across and away from goal onto his right foot like that. Like it's a super hard chance. Like I'm not gonna give that as a big chance.
I mean
Um,
that wasn't a big chance, but he could have
no,
tried to make some.
but then I could argue Arsenal missed a number of big opportunities. Like the Gabriel Jesus cutback was just not a good cross from Saka. It was a little bit too far. Trossard won. Trossard should have actually scored it. Uh, so yeah, but let's see. I mean, I'm looking forward to the season.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I
Yeah.
think
By the way, let me just say a big up to some of the new people that I'm seeing in the chat. I've never seen Australian Gunner before here, and Andy Newgin, who seems to be a Liverpool fan, if I understand correctly. Big up, Andy. Are you from Vietnam, by the way, Andy? I'm just curious with your surname. Okay, Australian Gunner is saying this one. I want to talk about it. Draw at City, 4 points from both Liverpool and City, most points from top six clubs. So why are rival fans crying? Uh, I get it. I get it. I think it's not the rival fans that are crying. Actually, it's Arsenal fans that are crying the more. Like rival fans don't give much of a crap to be honest. What people are saying about this game is generally that I have heard so far. A lot of people are saying that this game was one of the most boring game they have watched this season. Stefan, generally speaking, in terms of the game point of view, what are your thoughts? The
It was
haram
shit,
football.
man. It was. But I told you these type of games, when the big teams play, of course, because both teams don't want to lose. So I mean, it's always been like this. You're never gonna get an open game between Arteta and Pep. So the first game at the Emirates was very similar. I would say Arsenal were better going forward, but again, it was both teams barely had any chances, and then the difference came from a deflection goal. So it's both teams. I think this game is an example of how both teams respect each other so much, like in terms of club. So for me, it's not the end of the world. It's a draw. We're only 2 points behind Liverpool with a better goal difference, so it's fine.
Do you
I'm
guys have
not.
a better goal difference actually?
Yeah, we have. I think
Oh yeah,
we're
you do,
six.
you do, you do.
We're
Six,
six
you're six
goals.
ahead of Liverpool. Yeah.
Yeah, we're six ahead of Liverpool, and I think 11 ahead of Man City, if I'm not mistaken.
Haven't we entertained you enough under Wenger? What are you talking about? Uh, haven't we entertained you? Oh, okay, okay. You're talking about Wenger's football. It was Wenger's style of football entertaining? Actually, I don't get it.
I
Towards
mean,
the end, it was like
that
freaking
was his
boring.
whole like Wenger brought the beautiful football. Like that's why there's a lot of Arsenal fans nowadays, because Wenger would always play attacking foot. He would
Oh yeah,
always.
those days there used to be like a lot of front and back between Mourinho style and then Wenger style. They used to have that sort of rivalry in Premier League as well. Uh, One more thing I wanted to ask was, what do you make of the front three the choices? Like, why do you think Arteta didn't play Trossard and played Howards and Jesus? Any comments on that?
In my opinion, he played Jesus because of his work rate. His mainly because of his defensive and of course his going forward in terms of Jesus works really hard, but he has a bit of magic. Like on his day, Jesus can really like create something out of nothing. So I thought he played him because of that. And I just think Jesus needs some game time now. He's been injured for most of the season. And I thought the City game where you need to work hard, especially off the ball, I thought that was, Jesus as a forward in terms of stats. There's very few in the world that are better at pressing and winning the ball back. So I completely understood why he played. He played Kai Havertz because Kai Havertz has scored in the last four Arsenal games and played really well. So I didn't see a reason for us to actually drop him. And also, Kai Havertz has a history with Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz really has struggled um, against him. So for me, it was a no brainer. Would I have started Jesus on the left? Yeah, I didn't mind that decision. I mean, Trossard is also, you can't say Trossard is also been in really good form, but I think in those games where it gets really physical, I think Trossard maybe isn't the right type of player. So
Okay,
for me, yeah.
yeah. I just want to ask you to actually comment on this particular comment a little bit. Every time Arsenal play, we used to copy Pep today, and he was trying to copy like Jose Mourinho. Let's park the bus. If you want to beat the champions, you need to beat the best, just not play like wet pussycat. Like, do you agree with this comment? If not, then what do
Well,
you
we
say back?
have we have the most points against Liverpool and Man City, so we have beaten the so-called best as he describes. And okay, then by that logic, then Klopp is a pussycat because he has never won there in 9 years. So okay, it's like the way people are described. It's hilarious to me that these narratives, that the standards that people are holding Arsenal to. So Arsenal had to have won at the Etihad today, but when Liverpool drew 2-2, very luckily because the refs saved their ass, it was passion and determination that got them 2-2. When Klopp has only won one league title in 9 years, it's because City are really good. But when Arsenal don't win, if Arsenal don't win a league title this year, we need to sack Arteta. Arteta is the problem. So these type of narratives that, like, that I'm reactionary saying you need to beat the best. We have beaten them. We have
Maybe
beat
he's reactionary. That's why.
yeah, yeah. We have beaten City and we have beaten Liverpool. Liverpool have not beaten us at their ground, nor has City. We have beaten them at our ground. We didn't just beat Liverpool at our
I
ground.
get it. I think the way reactionary is coming from is probably why the in terms of league position and all that. Uh, I don't know, but how is your run of fixtures like in the future as well? Where do you think City? To be honest, City, I don't think this season is the kind of season where City looks to me to win the title. I think it's very much between now Arsenal and Liverpool. And if Liverpool get their players back, they are in for it. I don't see a reason why Liverpool won't win the title now. They don't have to play City anymore. They don't have to play Arsenal anymore. They are only playing Spurs right now. So their games relatively are much easier
No,
compared to others.
no, that's not true. They have to go away to Aston Villa. They have to go away to Fulham, which is one of this
I
season
think
is one of the
Aston Villa
most
won't be a tricky one for them.
dude. Why? What is this thing with Spurs fans and like
So you are now getting rattled
downplaying
because
us?
I am taking down your chances to win the title. I'm not. I
No,
just
no,
said it's
no,
between
no,
you
it's
and
not this. No,
Liverpool.
no, forget our chances. I'm talking about. I've noticed this. What is this downplaying of Aston Villa? Like I saw today, like almost
They
every like
lost 4-0 to us, bro. Seriously,
yes,
and
they
I
lost
think
4-0
I think
to
this
you guys,
particular
where
patch
you
is one of the
scored.
worst patch.
Yeah, where okay, it was a bad game where you scored 3 goals from your first 3 shots on target, which
Yeah,
is
that just shows how clinical
everything.
we are.
No, it's not how clinical you are because you're not 100%. There's no
In
team that
that
is
game, we were
100%.
clinical. In that game, we were clinical because
Okay, so
usually,
everything.
usually
Okay, so
Spurs they
okay,
usually
so
we
everything
don't
went
convert
your
our
way.
shots.
Yeah, so everything went your way in that game. You got all hyped up, and then you went to Fulham and got absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, that was worse. That was one
Yeah,
the one
okay,
worst
so
game
so
of
so
whole
okay,
season.
so Villa played Wolves, and I see a lot of people in the. I think I was watching Tottenham away, and they were doing like they predicted Villa, Man United, and you guys. They predicted like most of them said they were going to lose to Wolves. They should have like they destroyed Wolves in terms of they beat them 2-0. Like they played a very kind of tactical game, but Emery is a really experienced coach. Like he's not some slouch, you know what I mean? So this downplaying of Villa that oh no, really? You think Liverpool are gonna just beat Villa? I
Yeah,
don't
but
think.
Liverpool are definitely favorites in that game. Still,
Okay,
we can
okay.
try that.
How when they give chances, just like you give chances.
But
Did you
aren't you
watch
playing
the
Aston Villa still? Do you not have to play Aston Villa also, or you have played
Yeah,
at them
but we're at
already?
home. We're gonna beat them at home. Villa in a typical Emery team, like where he's always at Arsenal was the same, and every team he's been, home and away for Emery is like they're two different teams. So his away form they're not very good, and they don't play the same way. At home they're a completely different proposition. Villa they're very good at home. Yeah, they lost 4-0 to you guys and they lost to Newcastle, but they also beat us. They also beat City at home. No, sorry, they didn't beat City. They destroyed City at home. I've never seen City get dismantled like that from another team. And this downplaying of Villa, like I honestly, when I look at Villa's schedule, apart from us, Man City, I don't see them like losing a lot of other games, man. They have a number of home games that are easy. So let's see.
Yeah. By the way, guys, I just want to say for all those of you who are joining the chats for the first time, make sure you guys have already subscribed to the channel if you haven't already. I'll have Stefan more often here, by the way, now. I like it actually that when Stefan comes, people come and they are now interacting early on. It was quite boring. The watch long was very
No,
boring.
wait. Click on I am reactionary. Stefan forgot Arsenal lost to Fulham.
Okay,
And
then let's go on to the fun
okay,
ones.
yeah. Well, Man City scraped a win against Luton away. Liverpool drew against Luton away. Liverpool barely beat Fulham at home. The ref helped them again. They beat them 3-2. They were sorry, 4-3. They were down 3-2 in the 85th minute. So what's your point, man? Like, this is the Premier League. There are certain teams that are difficult. Luton away is a super difficult game. Spurs struggled at Luton away. They got a red card, and Luton were all over them. Luton missed a number of chances. It could have gone either way also. So it's like I don't get this guy's point, man. Like, yeah, okay. Why do you have to say Spurs are only scraping? Because you are. You beat 2-1. You beat Luton 2-1.
I mean, that's not entirely true, Stefan. Like lately we have been, but like Villa game was not a scraping win. I think that's a
Okay,
convincing
the
win.
Villa game wasn't a scraping win. But tell me the last
And
truly good
then
performance. Because the Villa game was not a good
the
performance.
Newcastle performance was good actually.
Okay, dude, that
In
wasn't
December.
that in like December? That's 4 months ago.
Yeah, but
That's a
actually
lot.
sometimes you really have to just that's the point I feel like I would say to reactionary as well. There's nothing wrong with scraping wins in Prem. The competition level is so much that there'll be a lot of teams scrape wins, so I don't think there's anything wrong with scraping wins as well.
I
But
I agree.
it really depends on your context as well, where you are coming from when you say scraping wins.
No, I agree with you. Arsenal have also scraped wins. We scraped the win at home against Brentford. Uh, to be honest, since the start of the new year, I don't think we've scraped. To be honest, we've won pretty resounding in most of. I mean, we've scored the most goals and stuff. So yeah, but in terms of just scraping wins, I agree with you on that. There's no problem with it. But you do know, like Fulham was an example for Spurs where everything was reliant on Son and on being clinical. And the game where he had a little bit of an off game, Fulham beat you 3-0. And also Fulham put away all their chances. So I
Okay,
think
he's saying Spurs are only scraping wins. Then it's not Spurs only. They are. I think what he means is Spurs are not the only ones scraping wins in this
no,
situation. There are
yeah,
a lot of other teams as well who do that. Like I think Man City in a lot of games this season have done that as
yeah.
well.
Man City scraped the win against Brentford. They were 0-0 against Everton up until and were really struggling up until I think like the 75th minute, and they scored and won I think 1 or 2-0. Like they have not played well, but it's always like Arsenal, like because Arsenal didn't have an amazing offensive game today against City, the best team in the world, as if like Arsenal were just gonna absolutely just completely destroy them. Like these are the expectations that it really pisses me off. But when like Spurs and this is not only from the Arsenal, this is also from Spurs fans. Like I got in some of the group chats, Sam, like Spurs fans are like, "Oh, this was your
You're
best."
only in one group chat actually. So
No, no, no.
yeah, you are the
I'm
and
in
the
the
North
Spurs
London is
group one.
ours as well as well.
No, but I'm in the Spurs, and like people were like, "Oh, this was your best opportunity," and Liverpool, and Liverpool,
Okay,
played better.
I won't say it was your best opportunity. It was City's best opportunity to sort of like get some points
No, but
ahead of you guys. Yeah.
against big teams, if it's look at history, big teams, they usually when they play, they usually either draw or they win their game. They edge their game at home, and the other team also beats them at their ground also. So yeah, so this whole concept that suddenly now like Arsenal were too negative. How can you say that when Arsenal have won the most amount of points against Liverpool and City? Liverpool and City have not beaten Arsenal this season. Arsenal have. So it's a constant negativity narrative, and it's a fucking joke. Is I really some of the YouTubers,
No, I think
especially
you're being quite fair. Yeah, which YouTuber you're gonna say? Name them.
just I'm not gonna name, but some of them I don't get
Yeah,
like
just name them. Just name
how
them.
are these how are these people like how do they have this viewpoint? I try to understand every viewpoint, like
Who are you
like me
talking
and
about? Name.
like like for example Connor, like we have very different different views in
By
terms
the
of
way,
what
big up
Connor,
Connor. He's a good friend of mine.
yeah, but Connor always explains it. But the fact that some of them like are saying that Arteta needs to win a trophy or he's gonna get sacked or he should get sacked is, I mean, watching our team and watching them how good they are. Like we're such a good team. We played against City at their ground and completely nullified City, man. I've never seen City be so just we controlled the game pretty much in terms of defensive. They couldn't get into our box. They couldn't do anything. If that was Diego Simeone he would have been so proud of that performance. But because it's Arteta is held to these ridiculous standards where he has to win every single game by 3-0. What was it? I was watching that fucking stream, lost 15 minutes of my time, and they're like, if we don't batter Luton, then I'm gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Luton actually has been a tricky opponent for
No,
many,
no,
many.
it's not that. It's okay. What if we just beat Luton?
And I'm not just saying, by the way, I'm not just saying that because we like barely scraped a win over them. Luton this season have had some
You are,
good games.
Elias. You are.
I'm not
Shut up.
saying
You
that.
are.
I'm not saying that because of that. Luton. I know I've said that before as well. If you look at some of the streams before I did, I've said it earlier as well. Luton this season have been one of the dark horses. The way they've played against some of the top teams.
No,
If you look,
honestly, if they play the same way that they play against you, Elias, we're gonna destroy them. Like if they play with that high line,
are
I'm
you playing
telling you
them
right
next?
now. On Wednesday, I think we're playing them on
Oh, okay.
Wednesday. Yeah. So, but yeah, I want to hear your what was your reaction of the game? What did you think?
For me, actually, I was watching the game with Fresh, and I said to him that I think this is one of the worst performances of Arsenal this season in terms of the way they played. Because I wanted to see both sides, and
Really?
even City, both the teams. I think it was one of their worst
But
performances.
but didn't
We
but wait, didn't both teams
listen,
play
listen, listen.
amazing defensively? They were amazing, both teams defensively.
I don't think the defensively City was that good actually. If you ask me, I think Arsenal were pretty shaky to be honest with you in terms of their forward line. I think you lack quality there,
Yeah,
but
maybe.
your defense was really good. My problem with this was I didn't see that intensity which you should see when you're fighting for the title, that urgency. The only time I saw that urgency was from Arsenal when Party came on. Actually, I saw a bit at that point. But from City, I only saw it like in the first 10 minutes or so. They really looked good. Like that time, City were really really good. But since the first 10 minutes, it just disappeared. Like I couldn't see it anywhere. And
I honestly I disagree because I honestly think Arsenal just gave them the ball, man. We weren't pressing. We were like, you know what?
that was another one.
Yeah, we were like, you know what? Pass it around, but we're not gonna let you give it to Holland, and we're not gonna let you cross the ball into the box.
Yeah.
So I thought that was, I mean, it's away from home. Of course, we're not gonna go play like just open
Like I
for.
was having a chat with Fresh, and Fresh said that yeah, the game was okay. I think Fresh may have like some opinions slightly similar to you. I'm actually realizing that a lot of people who are now turning up in chess, they tend to agree with Stefan because wherever Stefan goes, people disagree with him usually. To be
Uh,
honest,
because
like Australian Gunner seems to be like
obviously,
a typical
obviously,
Stefan type. Australian Gunner seems to be like a typical Stefan type of Arsenal fan. I'm just saying.
I mean, Elias, how can I be negative about a performance that we didn't lose and that we literally nullified City? Like this is the first time they haven't scored in over 2 years, 2.5 years at their ground. Like how can I possibly be unhappy, especially when I compare the teams that have gone to City? Liverpool, when they went to City, City should have won the game easily. They had so many chances, and then the ref overturned a clear goal that was a joke. That was a clear goal. They would have won the game. It would have been 2-0, game over. And I'll
Yeah,
compare that game to our game. And not even that, compare City's performance at Anfield compared to our. We completely nullified Liverpool at Anfield also. So,
yeah.
like, how can I not be? Do I think that yeah, we needed a bit more. We were shit in attack. I agree with you. I also think you're right about City defensively because the moment that Arsenal progressed the ball well and we started running at them and going kind of running through the channels, they were shitting themselves. They were leaving far more space than Arsenal compared to Arsenal defended. I agree with you far better. If Arsenal had a bit more quality, if Saka had played well today or Jesus had played a bit better, I think we edged this game. We
Yeah.
win 1-0. I really do because I'm just happy Partey is back because Partey showed in 15 minutes
Do you think
what
Partey will
what
start
he
now
can
the
do.
next game if he's fit?
Do I think Partey will start the next game? I don't think so. I think the next game we're gonna play with Havertz at the 8. I think we're gonna go full on attack. I think next game, Zinchenko is gonna play left back also, not keep it. We're gonna go full on attack because I don't think Luton. I think it's the perfect game for Zinchenko, where we're probably going to have 70% possession at least. We're gonna, Luton are barely gonna have any shots or threaten us. So yeah, for me, I think yeah. But I'm just thrilled Partey is back, because Partey for me is just, he's such an underrated player because of his injuries. And today, Elias, even, who always shits on me for Partey, saw it
No, I
in the
never
last
shit
game.
on you. I just think that you overrate Partey. Like when you said that
Okay, but
Rodri,
today
Partey is
did you?
better than Rodri. That kind of thing I disagree with. Still, I
Okay,
still
in
disagree
those,
with it.
okay, who was in those 15 minutes? Who made more of an impact in the game, Partey or Rodri? Who made more of a difference in the midfield?
Partey. But I think it
Exactly.
also
Okay, so
it also matters. The fact of the matter also is he came on as a sub, whereas Partey was sorry
yeah, I
Rodri was
agree.
playing.
I agree. But I'm telling you, every time Partey plays against Rodri and has played against Rodri, he has outplayed Rodri. Go watch the previous Arsenal games. Go watch them. Partey has outplayed Rodri every time. So that's why for me, people were saying Declan Rice had a good game today. Also, if we can comment on some of the players, I don't know what people in the chat think. I didn't think he had
I
a.
agree with this because Bayern, I think they are definitely looking very poor. So I think
If they play Eric Dyer against us, we're destroying
then
them.
they are gonna win.
Yeah, of course, Elias. Yeah. Did you watch him against Dortmund? Please tell me you
I
watched him
know
against
in
Dortmund.
Dortmund he had a poor run. I think,
Yeah.
but
Okay, so
he's
now,
starting
yeah.
over like legit and no, not our delete. What's his name? Kim Min Jae and
Kim Min Jae,
Pamecano. Like
like
that's surprising for
I
me.
can't believe Kim Min Jae is, he's a really good player. I really like Kim Min Jae. I'm shocked that he starts him over, but I mean,
Are
yeah.
you
So
guys going
let's.
for Kudus in summer? I'm just curious.
I mean, he would be great. I would go for Bowen. I love Bowen. I would go for Bowen as like as competition for
Why
Saka.
not Neto? Someone like Neto?
He's too injury prone, man.
Yeah, that's true.
He's too injury prone, and they want 70 million for a guy who literally, he's injury prone. He's injured. He's injured again now. I don't know if you know. He's out for the season probably.
Yeah.
He was
Okay,
injured at the start of. Yeah,
let's go into the player ratings and then we'll discuss
go.
about
Let's
some
go
of the stuff.
because yeah, my girlfriend's gonna kill me.
Your girlfriend is calling you. Are you having the
No,
night of
I'm
the?
joking, but yeah, let's go for the player ratings.
What are the night plans? Isn't it quite late already?
No, it's 9:50 p.m. here, man.
Oh, okay. So you guys gonna go for dates too at this time?
No, we're not going on dates. It's Sunday, man. So tomorrow I'm
Okay,
working.
it's something else. Okay, I get it.
No, no. We're gonna watch a film or something.
That's what everybody says.
Netflix and chill. Great. Elias. Okay,
Netflix
let's
and
go
chill.
player
Okay,
ratings.
that's one of the options on Tinder. Also, they say okay. Let's go with David
David Raya.
Raya. How your David Raya? How much
He didn't have anything to do, man.
out of
I would
10?
give him a 6 based on the fact that his distribution today wasn't very good, but I can't give him any lower than 6 because of the fact that he had 0 saves. I think they had 1 shot on target, which it's strong to say it was a shot.
So you'll give him a 6.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bless you.
So David Raya at 6. Then the next
Right back,
player
Ben
we
White.
have, yes, right back is Ben White.
I've got to give him. I thought defensively he was excellent today. I thought I've got to give him a 7. I thought he was good. And also I thought going forward, he in the first half especially, he led. I would say most of our kind of
By the
counterattacks.
way,
But I think
chat, if you wanna challenge his ratings, which I don't think because Australian Gunner seems to be agreeing with everything you're saying. Uh, just put it
thank
in. Let
he's
Yeah.
he's so wise. I can tell he's a wise man. Okay,
Which means
defender.
Stefan likes Australians more than Americans. Just saying. Uh, okay,
Definitely.
defenders. Gabriel and Saliba.
Oh, it's. I think Gabriel was man of the match today. I'm gonna give him a
So
9.
you'll put him
Today
nine.
he nullified. He completely he nullified Haaland.
So Gabriel at 9.
Yeah, and then Saliba. I thought he was a bit nervous. The only thing I didn't like today was he was a bit jittery with his passing. So that's why I think I'll give him just a notch below Gabriel. But of course, defensively, he was amazing. I'm gonna give him 8. I thought Saliba was also excellent.
Okay, so Saliba, you'll give an 8. Actually, I'll give Saliba a 7. I think Saliba at times he like lost his focus a little bit, and that could have costed a little bit. Cost your
No,
win.
he looked really nervous. He looked nervous, but I thought he looked nervous in the first half. But I thought in the second half, as the game wore on, he was much
Like
more
if you
confident.
look at the performance wise, I think Ben White had a better performance than Saliba. Wouldn't you agree with that?
No, Saliba was so good defensively today, man. Saliba covered the so good defensively today. Just
Okay,
the reason why I'm giving it
so you will rate Ben White over sorry Saliba over Ben White
because
today.
Ben White, although he had a really good defensive performance today, Ben White got helped a lot by Saka, while Saliba
True.
and Gabriel had to deal with Haaland and De Bruyne, and I thought Saliba dealt with De Bruyne really well, and I thought Gabriel dealt with Haaland really well. I really like to say when is the last time, maybe apart from Van Dijk, that I can remember where you couldn't say who won the physical battle between a player and Haaland. And I thought today Gabriel won a number of physical battles. You can't say Haaland won more than him today. So that's why I was so impressed with Gabriel. He's a big game player, man. I love Gabriel. Every big game that Gabriel plays, he always goes up a level. He's really good.
Yeah. Okay. Then
Left
you
back,
have your left back Kivior. Which one is
Kivior?
Kivior, by the way? Here is it this guy? I don't even recognize him.
Let me see. Yeah, this
Is it
guy,
this guy?
the third guy. Yeah, the third guy.
This one? Oh, this is
I
Kivior. Okay.
thought I thought Kivior. I thought
I,
Kivior.
I I always remember Kivior as the player who has a stripper girlfriend.
Yeah, she's fucking hot, man. Um, no, not only a stripper. She's the twerking champion in Poland.
Oh yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So just for that, he's gonna get a 5. Just
Just
that's
for
a 5.
twerking champion girlfriend,
Just for
he's
no, no,
gonna get.
no, 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 I'm joking. Kivior for me, I would give him a similar score to Ben White. I would give him probably a 6 he made
I
a
think
few.
6 would be more
Yeah,
reasonable.
I thought he didn't start the game very well, but I thought he defended really well at the end of the first half, and then in the second half, I thought he played well again defensively. I love Kivior, man. Another player that we signed for 20 million that looks like a complete steal. Such a good technical player to have.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna give him a
Next
6.
one. Next one, I'll go for who was it? Odegaard in the midfield.
I'm gonna give Odegaard today.
I would give him a 4. Actually, I think
I would give. I would
he
no,
was.
no, no. I'd give him a 5. It was an average performance because he wasn't very good on the ball, but I thought in the second half he was much better. But the reason I'll give him a 5, Elias, is because he worked his fucking ass off, and I love
Yeah, he
that.
worked quite a bit, but he didn't do his job of
He did.
creation in
He
that
didn't
moment.
do in terms of he did though. He created 2 chances. He created more chances than Kevin De Bruyne in the game.
Okay,
I
I haven't looked
I
at
actually
stats. Sorry.
go on
Sofa
go
score.
on Sofa score. Yeah, he created 2 chances. De Bruyne created 1. So he didn't have his bad. I thought he lost the ball too many times. I thought in the first half he was especially poor, but I really thought that in the second half he was much better. And just the thing I love about him is he never stops working, even if the game is going against him, and he never stops running. He's always into challenges. The amount of times I thought in the second half he won the ball in in the final third was really good. So I'm gonna give him a 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10 for
Yeah.
Jorginho or
No, for Odegaard, because you asked me Odegaard.
Odegaard. Yeah. Okay. Uh, Jorginho.
I thought it was poor. I thought I thought he didn't get in the game. Like I never heard his
Yeah,
voice.
he was pretty
Yes,
disapproved.
like
Yeah,
his name. I mean, I never heard him in terms of he was a bit kind of running around for the sake of running around today, and I just didn't think he got in the game. He didn't have an effect on the game. Like I remember he made one really nice cross field pass to Ben White, which then created the actual chance. But I thought because today we kind of gave up possession to City, I thought that kind of nullified his effectiveness because Jorginho, I think, against teams like Luton, maybe that play with a deep block on Wednesday, I think that's where he's super effective, where he can play a pass and stuff. So I'm gonna give him three out of 10. I really
3 out of
thought,
10 for
yeah. I
Jorginho.
would if I was me, I was telling my friends at the bar take him off for Partey at halftime. I just thought he was completely off the pace.
That's what I
Was my
said to Fresh Whip when I was doing the watch along
yeah
with him.
yeah. Like I
Okay,
honestly think if Partey had come on in the first half, second half, I really think we would have been much better.
okay,
But
that's
still,
fair.
I just want to point out he wasn't good, but he still got into tackles. He still worked his ass off. Also, he still worked. He never stopped running. So yeah, 3 out of 10. So the next player is Declan Rice. I thought Declan Rice 6 out of 10. I thought he worked his ass off. He made really good defensive.
Really, 6 out of 10. I thought that he
I
was
don't
better.
think he had. I think Arsenal fans love him, and that's why they. I don't think he had that good of a game. He didn't get on the ball enough, in my opinion. He made some really good tackles and interceptions, but not his typical like the Declan Rice that we love and know makes that tackle in their final third, and we win the ball and we break. I thought today it was more so he was kind of cleaning up, and I thought he played far too deep today. I don't think he got enough on the ball, so that's why I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10 for.
Yeah, just solid, just a solid Declan Rice performance. Nothing special, but I don't think he was very. He was. Some people were saying he was man of the match. I was like, guys, what the fuck were you watching? Come on.
No, he wasn't. Saka.
I the worst player in my opinion, the worst player on the pitch. Two
Two.
out of it's between him or Jorginho. 2 out of 10. He didn't look. You said it earlier. He didn't look fit. He just didn't look
He didn't look
at the
fit.
races. And
He
not only that, he did create the best
Okay.
chance of.
Maybe I'll give him a bit of credit for his defensive play. I think defensively he
Oh,
was helping
I
them
just
quite a
want
bit.
change it because of the defensive stuff. Put three because he worked his ass off. He covered Ben White so much. He made so many tackles, and he won the ball. But I thought today, if I was Saka, I'm licking my lips. Guardiola has been shit all season, especially defensively, and I get to play him. And today I thought Guardiola had the better of him today. So that was for me disappointing. But I'm gonna add him a point because defensively he was amazing. Defensively he covered so much ground.
Okay, that's good. The next player we have is Gabriel Jesus.
I'm reading a lot of comments where people were saying he had a bad game. I disagree. I think he had a better game than Saka. Did he have an amazing game? No, he didn't. But I
So
would
four
give
or five, I
Gabriel.
guess.
I would give. None of the attacking players can get over 5, to be honest. So it's either a 4 or a 5. I thought he was better than Saka. I thought he worked his ass off also. I thought he dilly-dallied on the ball. Like he tried too much. Like I remember there was one chance where he got into the box. He feinted once and he should have shot. And then he feinted again and overdid it. I thought his decision-making in the final third. Yeah, I'm going to give him a 4. Yeah, it wasn't. He could have done better in the final third.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, then the final player we have is Kai Havertz. He was playing as number 9, I guess.
He was easily our best attacker in my opinion.
Are you sure?
Yeah, for sure. He did far
Okay,
more than Bukayo Saka or Jesus. He affected the
who
game
was the
more.
player playing? the left who okay, it was Martin.
It
Oh
was
no, no,
Jesus,
not
yeah.
Martin. It was Jesus
But
who didn't who
Havertz,
didn't made a
Havertz,
who didn't made a pass
yeah.
to Havertz, because if he had made a pass, I think Havertz would have
No,
scored, or
no,
he would have passed it.
Trossard. It was Odegaard played through Trossard. Havertz ran through the channel completely free. Elias, if Trossard cuts it back, Havertz has a free shot.
So 5.
So I would give him a 5, yeah, because he
So
worked his
same as
ass off.
Odegaard.
Yeah, yeah, similar where they didn't do enough going forward, but they were still good. Like Odegaard still created 2 chances. He's still like he should have done more, but Havertz won headers. Like he worked hard. So for me it was Havertz was better than Saka or Jesus, or a 5.
Okay. Now we go to the substitutes. Tomiyasu.
I thought Tomiyasu completely nullified. I thought he played well. I thought Tomiyasu came on and did well. I thought the first 5 minutes, I think Doku got the better of him once. And after that, I never heard Doku's name. So I'm going to give Tomiyasu a solid 6 out of 10.
Okay, fair play. Yeah, I think Tomiyasu was good as well.
Yeah.
Like on the. Hold on a minute.
The-
Yeah,
Defensively, he was really good in the last 10,
yeah, he
15
was.
minutes. Partey,
Partey, yeah.
6 out of 10 also. I thought he came on and
I thought I
really.
would actually give him a 7. I think he was
Really?
your best sub.
I mean, I don't think he affected the game that much, but I thought, especially in the final 10 minutes, I thought he really.
Like between Ben White and him, like if you're giving Ben White a 7, then I think it would make sense to give him a 7 too.
Okay. Okay. I think a 7 is a bit high, but okay. Let's go with your rating.
Okay.
I'm giving.
I
I'm giving.
really root Gunners, by the way. Just a
Yeah.
cautionary.
Well, wait. I'm giving Ben White a 7 because defensively, Elias, today the main thing was defense, and he was really solid.
I thought your midfield looked much better when Partey came on.
Oh yeah. When Partey did you notice how he evaded the actual press far better in terms of passing, shimming?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe now thinking about it, yeah. I thought we were really solid.
Okay. Your next substitute was Martinelli.
Trossard and Martinelli are the final ones.
Which one is Trossard? Actually, I also don't recognize it. This one? Or
Really?
This one?
Not even Trossard? Yeah. No, that's Cedric. Trossard is the guy that's doing this.
Oh, this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's how much I pay attention to.
I thought Trossard did more in 20 minutes than Gabriel Jesus, yeah, because he came on and he dribbled past Rico Lewis 2 or 3 times. He had a shot on target, so I'll give him a solid 6. I thought Trossard was good.
I think he was the best sub in terms of your forwards. He was the best.
Yeah.
I don't know why he didn't start it. I think if he would have started, you guys could have scraped a goal.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Because he is our best finisher, easily. Yeah.
Easily, he's your best finisher. Martinelli.
I don't think we can rate him. He didn't have enough time to influence the game.
3 or 4, I think.
Just give it.
Perhaps 3.
Give him a 4. It's harsh to give him a 3. The guy only played for like 10 minutes, man.
Okay, that's all your subs, right? Or did I miss anybody?
That's it. And that's it.
Okay, so that's pretty okay. I think TJ's tier also looks something like this actually.
Who's your
them do as well just now?
Who's your man of the match of the game today, Elias?
Gabriel.
I'm intrigued.
I'll agree with that one. I'll agree with that. Gabriel. I think he was
overall,
best defender.
even from the Man City players, if you had to choose one man of the match, who was it? I think it's between today Gabriel and Bernardo Silva, but I think Gabriel because it finished 0-0.
I think Rodri had a good game as well.
I don't think he did. He didn't do. He just passed the ball sideways.
Yeah, Bernardo Silva was another one.
I thought Bernardo Silva was the only Man City.
Guardiola, I would say. He did defensively really well as well, and I think he had
Did
a
he
good game
though?
as
Did he?
well. Yeah,
Because
he did. He
no,
did.
I disagree. No, no, because if you watch the two Arsenal attacks, the three or four, when we opened them up and had chances, they were all on his side, and you
No,
lost
but
the ball.
it was not that wide actually. It was more through the middle, if you look at it.
No, no, no. Go watch the chance for Gabriel Jesus. Remember where it was too. It was the cross went past him. Remember?
But Jesus was not on his side.
No, no, no. I know, but
It was on the other side.
before that, Guardiola loses the ball to Odegaard. Odegaard plays the through ball in the open space that Guardiola had left, and Arsenal have the actual chance. So I don't think he was that. I think Saka was more poor than Guardiola was good defensively. I
Maybe,
really.
maybe. Yeah, but that's all
I
from.
actually thought, yeah, I actually thought Guardiola was better on the ball than I expected. I thought he was good going. He started a lot of, but I think another reason for that is because I honestly think I don't know if you noticed, the Arsenal team didn't give a shit about him. They let him cross the ball. They really didn't care. So I don't know. What for me, man of the match. So your man of the match is him, not Gabriel.
If I were to choose between the two sides, I will actually say Bernardo Silva.
I would say, yeah, for Man City, I would say he was their best player. But the reason why I give the edge to Gabriel is because it finished 0-0.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
maybe that's a good reason. Yeah. But anyways, guys, that's all from me today. Next week we are playing West Ham. I may do a pre-match show for West Ham with a West Ham fan. I need to get in touch with him because I know one guy through a friend of mine, and he does a West Ham. He does some West Ham content, so I may do a West Ham show. And then yeah, I would be doing a lot more shows. And by the way, guys, I'm actually gonna convert this channel into a football channel rather than a Spurs channel because I am tired of dealing with Spurs fans and that shitty community that we have. So I'm gonna deal with a lot more with the general football fans. Yeah. So for the meantime, stay tuned, and as always, leave me out.